Welcome back to Sambo's Place. So here's the ongoing saga of the SmokeFire failing to produce any results. Right now we're in shutdown mode, and look at all those pellets just cascading out of it. We replaced the auger motor assembly that they sent us, and for some reason we don't have a fire. So what have I done since then? I reset all the electronics on the interface with the grill, tried restarting it, and we have no fire, which means one of a couple things. It means either the glow plug decided to quit and we need a new glow plug, or it means I did something to the wiring when I was moving it out of the way to install the motor and the auger. But here's where we are. You can hear this thing going through its shutdown mode, which takes exuberantly long. So if you're planning on buying one of these, remember that the shutdown mode takes about 10 to 15 minutes, or if you're in a hurry, you're not going anywhere until this thing shuts down. But obviously you could see with the cascading waterfall of pellets that the auger motor assembly has done its job. We have the Firebox removed, and you can see the glow plug is down in there right now. Those are the pieces to the Firebox and the shroud, or the slide that allows the pellets to go down into the Firebox. And we're going to take the back off the grill, and we're going to pull that glow plug out and take a look at it. So here's the deal with the Weber glow plug. Once you disconnect the positive and the negative leads to the harness, you carefully pull it out the back of the grill, and the holder for the glow plug looks like this. And basically what you have here is you have the glow plug assembly that is held in place with this, and you carefully remove this, and there is your glow plug. Now, I stopped at the hardware store because they told me that this shipped with 2 glow plugs, but I can't seem to find the second one. And what I did was I got a continuity tester, and I did the startup procedure on the grill, and I tested the positive and the negative leads with the continuity tester to make sure that it's not a computer board issue. And I was getting 24 volts, so the computer board is talking to these wire leads, and it is sending the necessary voltage to the glow plug. So it looks like I have another issue with the Weber SmokeFire, and we have a glow plug issue this time. So I guess I'm going to be back on the phone with Weber. And tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and not only did we not have this grill for Christmas, we don't have this grill for New Year's. I'm really getting disgusted with this product, and I'm the type of guy that once I get to a certain point with a product, I will just drag it to the curb and I will look for something else. So I'm really hoping that glow plug is going to solve this problem, because you know what? 5.5, almost 6 months having this product, and to have these 2 issues occur within the same week, this is not a good thing for Weber. It's really not a good look, and I'm really disgusted. So here we are. It's the middle of January, and finally received some replacement glow plugs from Weber. We had the issue with the burned out glow plug around New Year's. We couldn't use the grill, and after contacting Weber service, they said there would be a 2-week wait on replacement glow plugs. So yesterday, FedEx, I received the glow plugs, and it says right there, happy grilling from Weber.com. It's not been happy grilling, because I've been without my grill and smoker since December 22nd, and it's the middle of January now. That being said, we're going to replace the old glow plug in its holder with the new glow plug, and we're going to see if we could finally get a fire going back in our ELX6 SmokeFire Sear Plus. I want you to see a couple things here before we button it up. Getting the glow plug bracket back in place. I fished around a little bit, but we got it into the Firebox. Make sure you have your black on top, red on the bottom, and your screw holding it in place. And here's the setup inside the grill with the new glow plug in place. You can see that it is inserted into the glow plug slot that's in the Firebox, and she's protruding the correct distance. We're going to get this Firebox screwed into place. We're going to get the flavorizer bars back in. Going to get some wood in the hopper, do the startup and see if we have a fire today. Before we fire this up, I want you to see something. I want you to take a look down there carefully at that auger. And you'll notice that you could see the shear pin bolt head is sticking up. And it does stick up. And I'm assuming that that is where the jams begin on these SmokeFire augers. Right there. And I sincerely hope that Weber has addressed this auger issue with this shear pin, shear bolt, whatever you want to call it, on their new series that they're coming out with this month. Great news! We have a fire. The SmokeFire is doing exactly what it should be doing, exactly what it should have been doing, and should not have failed to do within the first 5 to 6 months of ownership. So I have some final thoughts on the Weber SmokeFire after owning it now for 6 months. It's running, and we had a fire, and she is smoking right now. We're going to try a smoke on this, some grilling on this weekend, but these are my final thoughts. Especially if you're considering buying one of these, if they start blowing them out at total discount prices. Stay away, okay? It's just, I'm sorry, stay away. Weber, you make great charcoal grills. You're a leader in that industry. You've been for decades. Stay away from pellet grills. I sincerely hope that you've learned from this experience and that you're going to make a better product for 2024 with your new series. What is it, your Sear Fire? I'm not sure. Whatever the new one is. The hopper on this is terrible. This should fold down 180 degrees so you can get more access when you're trying to fill the hopper. The lid leaks way too much. I had to put the Somax tape on it in order to maintain smoke and heat. The legs are not very sturdy. They put the new bottom shelf on the new one coming up. The casters on this are terrible. You can see that Weber has now large wheel casters and a table underneath to shore up the bottom of their new pellet grill. The new one also has a much bigger and improved ash pan down below. So, if you're going to venture into the Weber pellet grill world, I'd say do it at your own risk. I'm not sold on these. In fact, if I have one more problem with this, and I don't even know if we're pumping enough smoke right now, but if I have one more problem with this, I'm dragging it to the curb. My wife and I were without any grilling, any smoking over the holidays. We grill and smoke on this 12 months of the year. At least that's what I did with my pit boss. And we haven't been able to do anything. Our meals have been suffering. And I bought this because it was supposedly American made. I don't know if that's a testament to the company, a testament to the American worker in manufacturing now, or if I just got a bad one on a bad day. Who knows? But I'm not happy with the product. And I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Not this model anyway. The forthcoming model, we'll see what happens with that. But definitely not this one. So we're going to try it out. We're going to try some cooking on it. We're going to try some smoking on it. I'll have one more video to report back after making the repairs and the replacements. But I really don't see the amount of smoke that I used to get. So I don't know what's going on with this. My wife and I had kind of a saying over the holidays. We were calling this the joke fire, not the smoke fire, the joke fire. And that's where I'm going to leave this right here. Happy grilling. Happy New Year. Sambo's Place.